On today's show, see how homecoming at one school had nothing to do with a sporting event, but the celebration was no less special. Also, find out what support personnel were honored for their dedication to students. And in sports, 4 city school student athletes have signed to compete in athletics at the collegiate level. Find out who they are. All this and more is now on Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools. Hi, thanks for joining us today on Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools. I'm Eddie McClinton. Winter break ended on January 6th, but at one school, students and staff were actually excited to get back to school. When Alberta elementary students returned to school following a long winter break, they didn't go back to the place that they left on December 20th. Instead, they went home.
Today's been like homecoming.
It just feels good to be back at home.
Just knowing that we have our home, and there's no place like home.
For nearly 4 years, Alberta Elementary School consisted of a section of Tuscaloosa Magnet School, including several portable classrooms. But with this new building comes a sense of ownership.
We were grateful that they took us in, but we had to share it, so we just couldn't call it ours. But now we got all this school, we can finally call it ours, you know?
I like it. It's beautiful. I'm glad we're in our new school and not sharing the school.
You don't realize until you don't have it how much that means. And so the ownership, that as soon as teachers were able to come back into the building, having ownership of all of the spaces is just really awesome.
Superintendent Dr. Paul McKendrick arrived in Tuscaloosa a few months after the destruction of the Alberta Elementary School. And one of his first orders of business was to formulate a plan to return a school to the Alberta community.
We took our time, and I think it's justified now and confirms that we did the right thing, because it's just a beautiful building. There's a lot of excitement. I think the program that we've put in place, especially as we start the School of Performing Arts in the fall, is just going to be wonderful.
In the fall, the Alberta School of Performing Arts will become a kindergarten through 8th grade school and will allow students the opportunity to engage in the arts, including music, drama, and dance, while exploring their creativity.
Having the arts integration piece is just a bonus for all of our children. And although the immersion will happen at 6th, 7th, and 8th grades, all pre-K through 5th grade students will be exposed to a variety of arts genres that they would not have had the opportunity to were it not for this performing arts school.
Students are on fire for the opportunities that await them.
I like drawing, and I like the piano.
I love to dance. It lets me express my feelings and it's who I am, and I just love it.
This day means a lot to a lot of people, including Tanika Perryman, who taught at the previous Alberta Elementary School for 5 years.
No tears, but just overwhelmed with joy. It's a joyful time.
But when reflecting on the tornado that destroyed the previous school and being displaced for nearly 4 years, Perryman did get emotional.
Crying over the lost, but excited about the future. Excited about the new opportunities for our students, excited about the new opportunities for us to grow. So it's just great.
Officials say the school is a symbol of a community that is on the way back.
But I'm just happy that I was a part of creating a building like this, and also a part of bringing back a school that was an institution in this community. And that just makes me happy.
There's a lot of respect, there always has been, there's a lot of respect for this school site and this community.
Later on, find out why Big Al and the Alabama cheerleaders had this group of students fired up. But first, each December the Tuscaloosa City Schools honor outstanding teachers during the Apple Awards. This year, support personnel were included in the ceremony. Take a look at these hardworking men and women.
Well, I just feel like that me supporting the librarians, they have more time to work with students, but I also get to work with them, and I try to learn what the students are learning, therefore I can help them. I feel like I have a good relationship with the teachers. I feel like they're my friends, and I enjoy seeing them on a daily basis. And you know, the kids, I do like the kids and spending time with them and helping them.
I love the day-to-day operations. I love doing the bookkeeping. I love the kids. I love the faculty and staff I work with. It was a great honor because, you know, the job is so much to do the day-to-day. You don't realize that people really realize how much I do, and then for them to acknowledge it and nominate me, I was so elated. It just made me feel very special.
It's, every day is different. Emotions are up and down. I am exhausted when I get home, but I enjoy it. Every day's fun. You know, you never know what's going to happen. It's constantly evolving. I'm just honored. And I enjoy the kids. That's what makes me come every day is the kids.
I'm making them feel safe and secure. I'm also making their families feel secure to have me here. Lots of my friends have had their children come through, and it made them feel better that I was here to take care of their children if they got sick, if they were hurt, if they needed something. I was like a second mama to a lot of them. So yes, it's now, like I said, it's going to the next generation. So I hope I'm doing my part in helping these kids.
I love my job. I've enjoyed working with the people that I work with. We're more like a family than a working community. We're more like a family. And I love the students, love the parents, love encouraging the parents, love encouraging the students and complimenting the students. We're in the office of the first ones they see, and we try to give them a pleasant atmosphere, an atmosphere of being accepted and feeling safe.
It's busy, it's fast-paced. I like interacting with different people and helping them. Everybody here works hard. We have a great team here, and I'm just happy to be with them. It's busy but very, very rewarding job.
I enjoy coming to work every day. I like the faculty and staff that I work with every day. We're not only friends, but we are family. And beyond all of that, I enjoy the communication with the students and the parents that I get on a daily basis. I enjoy my job. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy getting up, coming here every day. So overall, it's pleasant. So I just like my job.
Be that smiling face, that friendly voice that they're able to see first thing in the morning and all throughout the day. To be able to give them that hug, that smile, that tell them to, have a good day and to do well, and to remind them of all the positive things that they can do. Even though I'm working in the office, we still have a chance to be able to provide that bit of sunshine in the day of the students.
Well, I really enjoy my job, and I always have. I just think it's so much fun. I interact with students quite a bit, when they come into school in the morning and greeting them. And I have a pretty unique ability to be able to remember all of my students by their faces and call them by their names. I want the students to feel like I care about them and I know who they are.
I love my job. I've always loved working with people, interacting with people. I love the kids. I strive really hard when they come in here into the building in the mornings to be smiling, to be cheerful. I really think the only way that I can help them is when they come in to be an ear to listen. It's important, I think, to work with the students because you bond and form relationships with them.
I love having a smile on my face. I love greeting people, and I like making people feel comfortable. And so just the kids, I like for them to understand that there's an adult that they can come to get what they need. I'm kind of the nucleus point of the school, that everybody that needs something usually comes this direction, and then I have to find where I need to go from there.
I really, really do love my job. I mean, there's nothing bad about it. I get to work with a ton of nice people. I get to see a lot of different people every day. I get to hug on kids and just try to, help everybody have a better day, I guess. It's a great place.
Well, you need somebody when they come in that they know they can trust,
and that they can talk to or express their needs to if they need it. Or just a smiling face to tell them good morning and to have a great day when they leave. I think one of the most important parts of my job is when our students come in and I get to encourage them to do well, to make good choices, to represent themselves well.
I feel like if I choose this profession, then until I retire, then I need to be the best that I can be at my profession for them. It's a great profession, and those who want to commit themselves to helping and loving kids would enjoy this. I love my job. I love these kids. I learn so much more from children than they could ever learn from me.
Whatever you're doing, try to be the best at whatever you're engaged in doing, especially if you're going to be a custodian, be the best custodian that you can be. And to serve others is part of a ministry that I kind of carry within myself, to be a servant to others, to help others, whether it be the kids, the teachers, or the principal, or whoever it is, maintenance personnel, just anybody that comes along. Try to be a people person and interact with people.
I've been here 20-something odd years, and I started out living it. I love kids. I'm very proud of the staff that I have and everything that they do. I do everything from opening up in the morning, starting the breakfast, starting the computers and stuff up, to getting the morning started, and then everybody comes in and we pretty much work together to get things done. It's a team effort.
I went to West Lawn Middle School, so kind of wanted to give back, you know, and come here and work for the school, keep it clean. I know now we have a lot of diseases and stuff like that, sicknesses and stuff, you know, going around, so it's important, you know, to keep it clean for the sake of the kids. I try to just do the best I can and, you know, work hard so they can see my work ethic.
Oh, this is something I just love to do, cleaning. Most people would think it's crazy, but I just love cleaning. I really do. Oh, I take real good pride. When people walk in that front door, I want them to say, ooh, this building is clean. From the front door on upstairs till they come down. I take pride in hearing people say, ooh, Charlene, this look good. They are my family. They really are my family. I love everyone in this building.
You know, when you walk in a building, floors shining, bathroom clean, smelling good, that's a good presentation. You know, you see one area, it makes the whole school look clean. I got good relationship with the students, and you know, and it kind of helps. Sometimes I see them doing the wrong things, that they'll listen to me, and get a lot of respect from the students. I give them respect.
Making a reward, just see the kids smile and being able to do things for them, and being able, when the staff asks me to do something, and I can do it. And if they need me to help them with a child or push a wheelchair, or you know, anything they need me to assist in, I assist them in it.
You don't know what has gone on in their lives before they get here. So if I can make them feel better by just smiling and loving on them or just talking to them, then that's great. That maybe that will make them feel better and have a better day here today. And I love the personalities, the different personalities, the parents that come in and they're seeking help, and it just gives me a warm feeling knowing that I can help them or try to find someone that can help them.
I enjoy getting up in the morning, coming to work and everything, because in the last 20 years, I was off about 1 month. I don't be late. I be here every day or so. I like working with children. I try to talk to them on my bus and tell them they're here to get an education. And I speak to each one in the morning time when they get ready to get on the bus. So they say, good morning.
I just love being around kids and people, and just, you know, love my job. The role here is like, sometimes I'm a mother to them, and sometimes I'm a nana to them. You know, if they come in here and they're upset, you know, I treat them just like my own child or my own grandchild.
I do like the fact that I can
clean the rooms and see that they are clean for them. It's for them, for the students, for the teachers, of course, for whoever comes to the school and see that school looks clean, and that like for instance, parents see that there's children come into a clean room, and that can make a difference.
I think it's a large responsibility because you have to be nice to everybody that comes in. It's interesting. Every day you can, at the end of the day, you can kind of line up what you have to do for the next day. But anything can happen, and you just have to be where you can change your schedule. And if something new comes up that you hadn't planned on, work it in, take care of it. I like working with students. Actually, I consider them my daytime family.
I do try to have a positive attitude with everyone, especially the students, because the one smile or the one kind word I say to them might be the only kind word or smile they get all day. So I do think it's important. And if we can laugh and smile every day, that's all we need. You know, that makes my day, and that's what I enjoy. I certainly do try to lead by example and have a positive attitude.
Don't go away, because when we come back, we'll show you a local educator who recently won a state award. It's next on Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
Because I was here, I get to go to college of my dreams.
In middle and high school, chronic absence is associated with lower graduation rates for all students.
My shot at a college athletic scholarship started here.
By 6th grade, missing 20% of school days is a critical warning sign of a school dropout.
Being here means better opportunities for my future.
Students, will you be here?
Welcome back. Being a school counselor is all about establishing relationships. And for one city school counselor, that important talent has earned her a state award.
Constance Pee Wee Childs has been named the Alabama Middle School Counselor of the Year by the Alabama School Counseling Association. The 13-year city school veteran was pleasantly surprised at her selection.
They wanted to hear my story of how I became a counselor, and you know, what things I have started here at the school and what changes I have made or impacts I have made, and I guess it was enough to be Middle School Counselor of the Year.
She takes her role very seriously, meeting with students and offering help and advice, but mainly listening.
The most important thing is to make sure that my students know that they have an ear, that I'm their advocate over anything. I'm the student's advocate in the school. And I feel like they know it, and I just want to make sure that that's always clear with the students, that I'm really here for them.
In Pee Wee Childs, students have a valued friend.
She's not even like a counselor, it's more like someone to talk to on one of those days, and she always listens to us. And we come to New Kids Rock almost every Friday, and this is where we relax because we feel comfortable with her and in this environment.
It feels pretty great because she is really, she's just amazing. She's just always there for us, and no matter what, she's like a best friend.
I think that made me feel more relaxed, and I felt just like in China.
A system-wide effort to increase student and teacher attendance this year is paying off, with better results and rewards for those who are here to learn.
We think that it's important for students to be at school every day, and so part of what we've tried to do is not just raise awareness, but also to recognize those students that have good attendance. We've done that individually with recognizing students that had perfect attendance.
There was also a nice reward for the elementary school with the best attendance. About 6 students a day are absent from Tuscaloosa Magnet School Elementary. And because of that, Big Al and the Alabama Crimson Tide cheerleaders and UA women's basketball coach Christy Curry came out to help them celebrate their success.
In other words, 98% of our children were here every day at school. That's a big emphasis for the city schools this year. We're working hard to get our children at school so that we can learn.
We're so proud of our students, and so we just wanted to recognize them and celebrate them and encourage them to keep up the good work as we go into the second semester.
Burkhalter says that building relationships with students is key in establishing the kind of school that makes students hate to miss a day.
The main reason our children are here every day is because the school is all about relationships. The teachers, the staff, the parents, the children, we all have really great relationships with each other and exciting things to do, so the children want to be here every day.
Later in the show, we'll tell you where some of our city school student athletes will further their educations and continue their playing careers. But now, each year Tuscaloosa City School students dig deep and come up with ideas to help support local organizations.
Student-faculty basketball games, hat days, penny drops, and school dances. These are just a few of the activities and events that students participated in to raise money for the United Way of West Alabama annual campaign. Students talk about why they think it's important to give monetarily to those in need.
I think it is important that we donate money to United Way because this also enables us to have a new opportunity to help other people, though it may be indirect. It's like we're doing a good cause and we're also learning to be leaders.
To me, the benefit is actually learning and experiencing how important it is to give than to receive.
When a student, has that capacity to contribute to society and, has that mindset that they're doing the good, for other people, it's just so enriching.
It's good to raise money for anybody, if they need it, and for a good cause.
Helping other people is just another need that everyone should do, and I know everyone tells me all the time, if you do a good deed to someone, a good deed will come in return.
Tuscaloosa City School students raised $10,956.25 for the United Way of West Alabama. Way to go, guys. Well, the Druid City Garden Project is now in 4 city elementary schools, and there are opportunities for more seeds to be planted to grow knowledge in students at other schools.
Students at the Tuscaloosa Magnet School Elementary are touching, measuring, and smelling radishes and beets.
They'll measure the circumference of it, they'll measure the length of each taproot, they'll learn what a taproot is, how it functions, they'll learn the difference between a taproot and the hair roots that comes off the side of it. They'll then dissect that, see how water and nutrients flow from the root to the tip, and then at the very end of the lesson they'll get to taste those plants.
The school is in its first year of participating in the Druid City Garden Project, and students are growing the food right outside their classroom windows.
Well, it gives us a chance to learn about the earth and how plants grow and where we get our vegetables. You get to grow your own vegetables, and I've never done this before, and it makes me really happy.
DCGP's Lindsay Turner says the lessons expose students to a real-world experience that allows for deeper understanding.
Every single lesson aims to bring lessons and concepts that our kids would have been learning inside of the classroom, but into a hands-on project-based environment. So every lesson meets state education standards, every lesson meets Common Core standards. So we're trying to enhance what our teachers are already trying to do and provide them with an additional teaching tool.
The DCGP goal is to have a garden at every elementary school in Alabama. And the Magnet School opened its doors to representatives of other schools who may be interested in adopting this program at their school.
So we wanted to give a chance for other schools to see the program, see if this might be something they would be interested in, learn about the benefits of project-based learning and garden-based learning in particular.
Don't go away, because later we'll have highlights from the annual Superintendent Art Show held at Harrison Gallery.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how city school students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
Keep up with the latest Tuscaloosa City Schools news. Check out exciting photos and informative videos by liking the Tuscaloosa City Schools on Facebook. Log on to facebook.com/TCS Board of Ed for the latest in City Schools news.
Welcome into sports. Well, the tradition continues at one local high school as more student athletes will further their educations and compete in athletics at the collegiate level.
3 Northridge High School student athletes have signed just up the road in Birmingham. William Walker will play golf for the Blazers of UAB. It's the fulfillment of a lifelong goal.
It feels really good, actually. I've been wanting to play college golf since I could remember, and it's been my lifetime goal, so I'm really excited.
Walker was in the #1 slot for Coach David Akins the last couple of years by working hard and playing smart.
I mean, I'm not a long hitter, so my short game's always had to been pretty good, so I can manage to get around the green pretty well. And I'm usually in the fairway more than half the time, so that helps a lot.
He realized that his academic success helped him attain this goal just as much as his skills on the course.
My teachers, they've been pretty well with me. I mean, they've given me tips on how to study, and my parents have been really helpful with me, and my grades have always been A, B, maybe 1 C every now and then, but I've always had a pretty good GPA, so I think I'm prepared for college, school-wise.
Walker's teammate on the perennial top 5 Jaguar program, Jackson Sewell, has inked his name to play for the Samford University Bulldogs.
I've always wanted to play college golf, and so being able to go up to Samford and play accomplished one of my goals so far.
Sewell talks about what makes him an effective golfer.
I'm good somewhat mentally, because that's a huge part in golf. I can keep myself kind of straight most of the time, and then I'm somewhat accurate, I guess. I'm not the longest hitter, but accuracy helps sometimes.
The son of UA golf coach Jay Sewell, Jackson has career goals after college golf ends.
I'd like to make it out to the PGA Tour. If not, possibly engineering would be a strong subject.
Sewell will have a friend at Samford, as Kyle Stewart will play baseball for the Bulldogs.
It is. I'm really excited that God's opened the door to Samford, and I'm really excited to see what it leads to.
Stewart is excited to play for one of the top programs in the state of Alabama.
Samford is a really good baseball program. I think that in the last 4 years, Samford has the most wins out of any team in the state. Coach Dunn has had more players drafted than any of the other state schools, and Coach Dunn and Coach Strout and Coach David are all really good guys, and I'm really excited to go play for them.
The left-handed pitcher led the Jaguars to the 2014 playoffs and was an all-state honorable mention selection.
I throw 3 pitches for a strike. I don't throw the hardest, but I don't walk many people, and I just rely on my defense to make plays for me.
A local student athlete is staying close to home to continue his dream of one day becoming a professional track star.
At a ceremony in December, Paul D.B. Bryant High School sprinter Harrison Dudley announced that he will run track for the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
I feel real good. I'm really excited to start being part of the UA track and field team starting next fall. I chose there because they showed interest in me, and I feel it's going to be a great start for a new career as a college athlete.
Dudley competes in a variety of events.
I compete in the 400, 200, 100 on occasion, 4x4, and 4x1 on occasion.
This member of the 2013 State Championship Outdoor Track Team holds several state records.
I hold the indoor state record for the 60-meter dash.
And finally tonight, Harrison Gallery in downtown Tuscaloosa was the venue for the annual Superintendent Art exhibit that features artists from all grades displaying their top-notch talent.
This is the 2015 Superintendent's Art Show at Tuscaloosa City Schools. We're featuring artwork from K-12 students from all 24 of our schools, kindergarten through 12th grade. Mostly you see two-dimensional artwork here tonight. There's 1 or 2 pieces that have been done digitally, but these are requested through the Alabama State Department. It is something that brings together the State Superintendent's Art Show. So we have some winning prints from here that will go off to Montgomery to compete against other schools across the state. The talent in our students is abundant in every school, and that's why, again, what makes this art show so great is that it's artwork K through 12 from all of our students from across all the schools. Our teachers are very fortunate to get to work with these very talented students and really help build their artistic skills.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and visit TuscaloosaCitySchools.com to keep up with the latest news and information from our school system. Thanks for watching this show and supporting local education. We'll see you next time.